make you so special? Why did he bless you? Think about it. I woke up this morning. Gotta smile when I say that shit. Woke up this morning. Go.
And we are live with Dillon, Bragg, and Ernst, and your host, Jordan Fischer. This is another episode. I think this is episode number 31 of Jordan's Subjective Perspective, but this is the first episode that I've made it Jordan's Subjective Perspective. It was my subjective perspective before that, so.
I got you.
So
A little bit of rebranding.
Yeah, a little brand. Yeah, I figured I'd brand my own name instead of the brand of the podcast instead. So
it's kind of it's like Kendrick Lamar, any rapper.
Oh my
you know,
God.
you just you might as well keep your own name. Say they don't know you as something else.
Go original.
That'd be weird.
Kendrick Lamar, 2 first names. What the fuck is up with that?
Yeah, Ricky Bobby.
DNA music video. So we want to.
You know what they say in the opening scene? I didn't know that. When they go into interrogate him, they're just that's hilarious.
Yeah,
I didn't catch it.
Wait, that black actor that's in it.
Don Cheadle.
He's pretty notorious, right?
Yeah, he's from Kansas City. Shout out.
Hey, shout out KC.
See that Iron Man?
Yeah, he's an Iron Man.
Yeah.
He's what character is he in Iron Man?
He's Patriot.
Okay, yeah.
Isn't he? He's
I know he gets a suit at some point.
Yeah.
His name's Dom Cheeto.
Don, D-O-N.
Don.
And then Cheadle.
Cheadle.
C-H-E-A-D-L-E. Don Cheadle.
Okay, that's a cool name.
He's
like
in
him.
The Oceans, if you've ever seen those. The Oceans are great movies.
Oceans 11, 12. All good movies.
Oh, okay, yeah, absolutely. He just meant he was in the ocean one time.
Oh, yeah. He vacationed to the beach and went on a swim.
That's what he's well known for?
It's like, shit, I've done that.
Better at swimming in the ocean than anyone else. That's fine. No, so we wanted to talk about finding yourself in through struggle, in hard times, because you were saying with your relationship, you had a 2.5-year relationship,
Yeah.
and that put you in a dark place. And I had a very similar situation, and that you really do find yourself a lot, and you kind of figure out who you want to be, who you don't want to be.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. So 2.5 years. Yeah. I mean, like I was telling you earlier, you definitely find yourself. Being single, I've learned a lot of things that I never thought I would about myself. Singleness is definitely a gift more than anything.
It's a good way to look at it.
Why do you think? It's
I think
you get more opportunities or something?
Yeah, I'm not one of those guys that goes and just tries to find a bunch of girls to hook up with or anything like that. But I don't know. Have
you always been that way?
Yeah, I've always.
You just prefer one good girl over 1,000.
Yeah. So I was talking to Trudy earlier.
Respect that.
My growing up, I had really high moral values, with relationships and everything. Respect a woman, they should be treated, how they should be treated and everything. And to go off the relationship thing, like we were saying earlier, just be loyal, faithful. I'm not one of those guys, like I said, that's gonna go and hook up with a bunch of other girls. If I want to be with a girl, I want to be with one girl. I don't want to.
Right.
If I'm gonna, in non-sexual terms, if I'm gonna lay with a girl, it's gonna be a girl that I love.
Right.
It's not gonna be
Respect
a girl that I.
Just met at the bar or something.
Right. Yeah.
First time, never meet her again.
Yeah. Just go and meet at the bar, bring it back to your place, and that's not my thing. But definitely found myself in a really dark spot. For about, I don't know, we broke up 8 or 9 months ago. Went through really hard times and really kind of sheltered myself from the world.
Right.
Didn't want to really go out or anything, and then I joined a fraternity and that changed my whole view and everything. I made a lot of new friends. I met you guys through Trudy.
Probably dug you out of and kind of got your mind off the dark times and the situations you were going through.
Focus on.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
joining a
absolutely.
fraternity gave me something to focus on. I've always had it in the back of my mind. I just never dove at it. It kind of just was on the back burner. Never really went for it.
Okay.
Do you think that's because you were in a relationship? So you didn't see
I kind of have the mindset of I'll never let anyone really hold me back. But I think it did have something to do with it because she was always one of my main focuses for a while.
Yeah.
But with most relationship, that's how it's gonna go.
It's probably how it should go if you're in one. you should give them.
Okay, so perspective.
Yeah.
From my perspective, I spent almost every day with my ex-girlfriend when we were dating, and excuse me, that can wear you out.
Yeah.
I think you have to make time for your buddies too, because I've almost lost some of my best friends.
Oh yeah, a lot of friends lost a relationship.
Yep.
Yeah, we all know that guy. We all know that guy who gets
yeah.
a girlfriend and then ends up just hanging out with her. You don't see him again.
Exactly, and that's annoying, honestly, because you want to be fair to everybody. You can't just put. I mean, like you were saying, I understand that perspective of like you want to put all your time and effort towards one person, and you can do that while hanging out with other people.
Yeah, definitely. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah, but like I was saying, like joining the fraternity, meeting a lot of new friends, getting a different outlook on things, really helped me through like dark times. Like you were saying earlier with your ex-girlfriend, like we had very similar situations. I don't know. You just kind of have to collect yourself. You have to think about what you want in life. You can't, like I was saying, don't let it hold you back.
Yeah, definitely.
Because one person's not going to define who you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you just kind of have to. I don't know.
You come to that realization whenever you're going through those dark times, and you kind of realize I'm the only person that determines my destiny and who I am.
Exactly.
You can do some soul searching when it's dark times. You just kind of like internally look, and then you just like reevaluate everything. So
I feel that. Yeah.
That's like a positive that comes out of the dark.
Yeah, that's the importance of it.
Yeah, like you gotta make it a positive. So like if you're gonna make it a positive.
Well, you always say that, right? Like, make a negative a positive or something. Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna, like, if you just view a negative as a negative, it'll be negative. But if you make a negative a positive, it'll become positive.
Right.
It's really just a choice. So.
And it's all relative too. Like you're kind of just placing your own judgments on a situation. Like, is this good or is this bad? But really, who knows?
Any situation is an opportunity to do something.
That's true.
So you try and make that something good. Whatever it is.
That.
Yeah, the intention to grow is important.
Yeah, constant growth is key.
Definitely, I feel that because like I mean, main focus right now, like growing in your dark times. I mean, I think we haven't touched on this yet. Like the biggest thing for one going through all that, I feel like is just having your friends there.
Right.
Yeah,
having your friends there.
Or family or something.
Yeah, family, friends, but. Your family will always be there, but it's
not for everyone.
That's
like
true.
it is
That's
for me,
true. Yeah,
but like
true.
some people don't have family.
But like if you have family, they're always going to be there.
True.
Like, but your friends, I don't know. Your friends have a different outlook on it, and they kind of give you like different feedback, you know?
Right.
Because your family's going to tell you honestly a lot of time what you want to hear. But your friends are like a lot of my friends like you will like steer me straight, you know.
They'll tell how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's like I mean, I feel like with relationships and everything, and like or like addiction or anything like that, you just kind of need that sometimes to be pushed in the right direction, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you watch like those shows like drug addiction and stuff like that, like in their dark times, their family is only can only do so much. Like they're gonna try and do the same thing every time, but your friends will actually like take different routes about it, you know.
Absolutely.
You need friends that call you out on your BS.
Right. Exactly.
Like if I saw one of my good friends on just doing something that you're just like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
You just gotta steer them straight sometimes.
Yeah, having those friends that truly want the best for you.
Yeah.
Like that is important. The ones that are gonna do everything, especially whenever like quality friends that they're willing to overlook like their personal gain. Like for example, if somebody's doing something, like you basically just doing the best you can for that friend, like wanting the absolute best for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel that, and like what is it we were gonna talk about? Oh, so I feel that you wrote down that everyone should go through at least one bad relationship to find a good one, you know, or maybe
I never thought of it like that.
two, three. I mean, you gotta experience it, you know. Does that make sense? You gotta experience. I think
you can see that's how you go wrong almost.
Yeah.
But what if you could learn that lesson from someone else who went through it, and you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So then you could I don't know, like someone, let's say someone through a bad relationship, I could just learn what they did.
That's true. That's true. I never thought about it.
You probably wouldn't learn as much, but you could still definitely learn. Absolutely.
Yeah. It's like
totally.
Try and make potential mistakes. Obviously, you're gonna sometimes fail and make mistakes. But if you can have someone else jump through that hula hoop first, then you can just learn from them. And then, like, the mistake you might make is something down the road, then you help that friend out. But, yeah, just always, like, trying to, like, help your friends out with, like, if you've been through something, tell them, like, hey, like, this is how I would do it. I went through something similar.
It's always a learning experience.
Yeah.
Always. It's always something new.
Yeah. Definitely. What else?
So, you want to talk about dogs' positive impact on humanity? But you were saying you're thinking about getting your... So, like, this world would be so much shittier if we didn't have dogs.
Yeah.
It would.
I think everyone can agree with that.
I think you can hook that back to, like, dark times, whether it be a relationship or... Like, I was just recently watching a documentary with ex-Army Rangers, and they were in canine units, and it was really interesting to watch because a lot of the canine unit dogs, like, say, like, their handler gets hurt. If the military sees that dog is not done with its duty, it has to continue its, like, the work. Like, it can't, like, say, once you get shot or something. Like, there was one guy, he was a 75th, he was an Army Ranger, and he got shot through his chest and went out through his shoulder blade.
Oh.
And he obviously had to get honorably discharged, and he wanted the dog that he handled, but they thought that the dog wasn't done with its duty. And,
wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. Like, a dog that's just, like, loyal to something.
Yeah, and the thing that was interesting to see about it was, like, the connection that he made with an animal.
Okay.
Like, it was like another human to him, or any of the other guys that were part of the documentary. It was just like another human. And this guy, it was actually really sad to see because the dog ended up going to a police department, and the dog was retired, and one of the dog handlers in the police unit got him. But this guy in the Ranger Regiment, that was his original handler, was promised him.
Ooh.
And he never got to see her again, and she died.
No.
And he just went, like, a deep depression. And that. So that's, like,
rough.
That's why I kind of want to touch base on that.
Dang.
And, like, my dog,
It's rough.
Yeah, it's rough.
Very rough.
Like, my dog, I have a husky cattle dog mix. And he is...
Wait, what was this? Husky what mix?
Cattle dog.
Okay.
Cattle dog.
Yeah.
Kind of like a herder.
Yeah, he's
I gotta pull that up. I've never seen a cattle dog.
Yeah, we're gonna have to pull up a cool video of a human and lion interaction with a dog. We'll do that later. It's crazy.
It's a cattle dog.
Okay.
He's a herding dog.
Same colors?
No, so mine...
Wow, that's a beautiful color right there on this
Yeah,
one.
that dog
that's
elegant.
So his brown, that's pretty much what he is on his body.
Okay.
But his whole body's brown, but it's the cattle dog, you can't really tell as much, but it's on his paws. They're all spotted.
Okay.
But his body, he's brown, and he has white, like, on his chest and on his neck. And then his paws are white with brown spots.
Okay.
But he's got a husky tail and everything. And he's the joy of my life, man. Like I was saying with the dog, positive, like, impact.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was telling you earlier, I want him to be like a service dog because of my anxiety. Because you probably see them all around campus.
Yeah.
People have them. Like,
I would love to have a dog walking around with me on campus.
That'd
That'd be
so
so great.
It'd be kind of annoying, too. Everybody's probably always asking to pet it.
Yeah. Just put on sunglasses. Just ignore them. Just, come on. Just drag them.
Bring a stick around with you, but the stick's not even because you're blind. It's just to whack anybody trying to pet your dog.
Or just to play fetch. Like, when he gets, like, bogged down by people, you just throw it. You know, gets out of, like, the herd. Trying to pet him. That'd be cool.
But, I mean, I'm sure you guys have dogs at home. I mean,
Yeah.
they're... Every time you see them, I mean, they're freaking...
That's great.
You could hate them, and they still love to see you, you know?
That's great.
I mean...
That teaches us a lot about, like, unconditional love.
Yeah, I mean, it tells you, like, wow, why can't every person be like this, you know?
Yeah.
Like, why can't... I mean, I'm not trying to sound like a hippie here, because, I mean, I'm going in the military and everything, but...
But everybody loves
everybody.
Yeah, really.
No,
I think we're like, I think hate is, I don't think, like, I believe hate is taught. Like, none of us were born to hate. So, like, dogs, like, probably because they're not as mentally as far, it's harder for them to be taught to hate. But we're, like, mentally, like, we have a high capacity, most on Earth that we know of. So, like, it's easier for us to learn how to hate.
I feel that because I mean, there's been times like you see people disciplining their dogs, like giving them a little pat on the butt or something, like smacking them or something like that.
Yeah, that's a little.
And they forget about it.
To me.
Yeah, I mean, well, they forget about it in like 2 seconds, and that's
And they go right back to loving you.
yeah. It opens your eyes like how big dogs can play a part in your life. Like my dog's name is Cooper, and he and I live with him. I mean, that's who I live with, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Because I come home, just relax with him. It's awesome, and going through the times like that, dark times that I did, whether it be in a relationship or anything else. I mean, he's always there. He's always gonna brighten up my day. You know, it's always that thing I can come home and look forward to is just him being there, him actually being excited to see me and won't judge me.
Yeah,
you know,
it kind of circles back to like the loyalty we talked about. Like you need like some friends or like family, or maybe it's your dog.
Exactly,
maybe you
man.
need your dog. I definitely want to get a dog whenever I'm like have my own place. He just like holds down the fort.
What's your ideal dog?
Man, that's
Let's
a tough question.
Let's look it up.
It would be between the current dog I have now. His name's Panda, who's like some Australian
Panda.
Yeah, I do that for Snapchats. I show him. And then it'd be like
That dog's old. He's
on the back.
Oof.
Yeah,
how old is he?
He's probably I should know this. If I had to guess, like 15 or 16.
Wow.
Yeah, like he's
that's how
pretty
old
much
my dog
at
is
like
too.
expected.
15.
16, something like that.
Mine's
yeah.
15 and a half right now. That's crazy.
Yeah. But then my other two ideal dogs would probably be between German Shepherds and Huskies.
Yeah, I like both those.
So,
Good picks.
I will say something like for the positive impact, Huskies, most personality out of
Really?
any dog.
Yeah, I feel like
Such
I've
a
heard
personality.
that.
Like Cooper, he'll talk to me. Like he'll like kind of.
Your dog can talk.
He pronunciates.
You know I don't speak Spanish.
He'll kind of do like
Anchorman reference.
Yeah.
He'll kind of like do a little and like talk to me. I'm like, no, don't talk to me like that. Shut up. It's kind of like have playful fun with him, and it's funny because I mean I know he's always in a playful mood. I don't know. I've never seen him in a depressed mood.
Really?
Yeah, because his best friend is a little Shih Tzu we have back home, our family dog. And Cooper's like 65 pounds, and our Shih Tzu is like 10 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And they act like they're the same size. Like Cooper thinks he's a lap dog, and I'm like,
Little man syndrome.
yeah.
Yeah, big time.
I'm like, no, you can't get on my couch because you shed so much.
Right.
Look up a Leon burger.
I wonder what dogs think of that with like equal rights and stuff. When like one dog can get on the couch, the other one can't because of his hair color.
Look at that thing. That's what I want.
Wow.
Essentially,
It reminds me of Saint Bernard a little bit.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's like a.
That's a cool looking dog right there.
I think he's. My uncle told me about him. I think he's like a mountain dog.
Dude, he reminds me of
Beethoven.
No, the people. Yeah, true. But no, the people in Star Wars. Those
Ewoks?
Yeah.
The Wookiees?
Ewoks or Wookiees?
Oh,
What Chewbacca is?
Chewbacca.
Okay, that's
Chewie.
That's Ewok.
Wait, what sound does Chewbacca make? Yeah, that's what it is. Okay.
That's a Wookiee, right? A Wookiee.
Yeah, Wookiee. I'm pretty sure.
Dude, I could roast this dog right now, honestly.
Man, you ugly.
No, it's a unique looking dog for sure.
That dog's
Yeah, but
cute.
look at it next to a human, dude.
It's that big?
Yeah, they're huge, dude.
Oh my God.
They're massive. They're probably, I don't know.
If I had like a mountain house, I think that's the dog.
Perfect for him. You already know it's gonna be a big.
Like it's a beautiful looking dog. It just looks stupid, to be honest. Like, just based on like image, obviously.
Dude, you know what you gotta look up? Doge de Bordeaux. Doge, I think. There it is, second one. That's a dumb looking dog.
Aw. Oh man, why you gotta do him like that?
Because look at him, dude.
My name is Ronald.
Exactly. He looks like he'd be the sweetest thing ever, though. Right?
Yeah. He'd love you. He wouldn't do anything though.
He'd sit there and say, "My name is Ronald."
Here's a question. Not to switch up the subject, but to switch up the subject. So if you were offered fame would you take it? Like, well, that's such a broad question
No
because
contingencies.
fame can mean a lot of things. You get famous for a lot of different shit.
Let's narrow that. Let's narrow that down. Let's narrow it down to what kind of fame it is.
Yeah.
Because if you're talking like
Musician fame,
or like say
Acting.
political, acting, sports. I mean,
Yeah.
you could.
What would you choose?
You go.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Yeah. I think, like, if it's, like, so, like, whatever, like, my, like, thing is or whatever my element is, like, let's say if I'm a baseball player, if I'm a musician, or, like, whatever I was, I think, like, I'd be completely fine with having the fame of it because that's, like, recognition that you're good at your craft.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And, like,
yeah.
and, like, it's not like I need recognition if I'm good at something, but, like, yeah, why not? Like, if you got like 10 NBA titles, I'd be completely fine with everyone in America knowing my name.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's not like I wouldn't wear a mask after games.
Yeah, yeah.
I would embrace it. I'd be like, I think it'd be cool.
I think that was you just called out Marshmallow right there.
Yeah, and see it right.
Oh yeah. She doesn't show her face either.
I've seen your face before.
Really, I don't know the
But she
backstory.
always wear those wigs. Like,
But if you
over
think
her
about
eyes.
it, like, yeah, I think that's
It's
cool.
interesting. Yeah.
It's kind of like experiencing fame without the drawbacks of it.
Yeah.
You know, like
But
that's kind of
You
dope.
can call
But
everybody.
you're not fully like enjoying it either because like you're not on stage with your face.
I feel like
shown.
it's more being
It's not all the benefits either.
humble, I guess.
True. And you
More
couldn't just-
humbleness.
It is.
Because you
Weird way
see,
of showing
who
it.
is it, Slipknot? They all wear masks.
Mm-hmm.
Every single guy in their band wears masks.
Didn't Hollywood Undead do something like that
Yeah,
too?
yeah. They do the same exact thing, yeah. They don't ever show their faces. But, I don't know. You ask me what my type of fame. I don't know, honestly, if I want to be famous.
Well, you're going into. What's your major? Is it criminal justice?
Criminal justice.
Yeah, there'd be a
'cause,
lot
like,
of cons with
being
it.
a famous cop. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
If you were a hero, that'd be awesome. Like you saved. Would you? But I don't even think you'd want the fame for that because like you're avoiding a traumatic experience and like it's like a 9/11 like hero firefighter. I don't think I'd want to have fame.
Be
for that.
reminded of
Yeah,
that.
no.
Like,
I don't know.
Right.
There's a lot
I don't know
of
if I want to
guys.
think about it.
I
Like,
wouldn't, yeah.
I'm going, like I was telling you, like I've told you guys, I'm going in the military after I graduate. I'm going to go in the Marine Corps.
Respect that.
There's
That's
a
awesome.
lot of guys. I feel like I don't know. You see guys with their limbs blown off, something like that. Like you were saying with firefighters, I don't think they necessarily want to be reminded of that.
Nah. Yeah.
Like there's some guys.
I would have to go
Even in the
through it
military.
to know. To know, like, if I really wanted to, like, bring that up. Because there's some traumatic things
then
that have happened to me that I'm very comfortable talking about.
Right.
But if I saw somebody get their head blown off right next to me, I don't know if I'd want to talk about that.
No.
And you think about it. Like the
I
thing
wouldn't.
is, like, think about. I don't really bring this into consideration, like their training, like the thought process they have to get into. Like they have to like. I've heard a lot of guys. I have a lot of buddies in the military. They kind of like get brainwashed. They kind of like get a whole mentality, get like this Marine Corps mentality, and like they're not afraid of death or anything like that.
Okay.
So, going back to like the fame thing, like I've seen guys like that. Do you guys see? There's a guy who got both his legs blown off. He ran 31 marathons in 31 days.
Oh, that's cool as fuck.
He was in the Marine Corps.
That's making a negative positive.
Yeah.
What is his name? David Goggins, by chance?
No, I think his name's Robert something.
Robert. Okay.
But a good example of him like turning negative into a positive, like fame, like he got both his limbs blown, like both his legs blown off while in Afghanistan. But he's like turned to fame because of like the thing he did. He turned a negative into a positive, like you said.
Yeah.
But personally, I don't know if I like. You see, like the guys that like sell their soul to Illuminati or whatever, all that crap.
Well, I see it because I have done it
Yeah,
myself.
I'm in the Illuminati.
I feel like because a lot of people you see, they let the fame get to their head and they lose like they like
Who they are.
Yeah,
It's like they desensitize themselves because they know they're about to go through something extremely traumatic.
they detach themselves from reality.
Yeah.
And like what's real.
That's why PTSD,
Right.
I feel like. I don't know. But that's the connection I'd assume that would be.
Like you got like Kanye, like you were saying earlier. Like yeah, obviously he's a great artist and a great producer and all that. But like I feel like he detaches himself from reality. But like for example, like him going into debt. Like how?
Kanye went into debt, really?
Yeah.
Recently?
I mean, Yeah. I don't think that's like a way to judge him as a person at all.
No, but I mean, I can tell you how you detach yourself from like reality though. You spend so much money, but you also have that back burner of like being married to a Kardashian and like all that money.
Yeah.
Like you blow. His net worth was like what, like $400 million.
No way.
Yeah, look up his net worth. I think it was like 375 or something. I could be wrong, but I know it's outrageous.
Because I don't think rappers make that type of.
Well, he's making money in other ways too. Like doesn't he?
Yeezys.
I mean, look it up. I'm curious. That's insane. Because even Jay-Z is at like, he's at like 7 or 8. There hasn't really been like a Billy other than Dre because he sold beats.
Let's see, 145. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I was a little off.
Like, I mean,
that was in 2014. That was in 2014.
Let's be real.
Wow.
If we had, like, that's doable. Like, we don't need to act like Warren Buffett money's, that's on, like, I don't know how you can blow $60 billion, but, like, that's doable. $20 million house, like, 5 cars worth, like, $2 million each. Like, you're already looking at
I could see how somebody would blow it. I don't think I would personally.
No, I'd like to think I would.
But that's what I'm looking at, like, an example of, like, detaching yourself from reality, though. Like,
to buy things.
I feel like it's kind of inconsiderate because he's buying stuff that he doesn't necessarily need.
Uh-huh.
He's kind of detaching himself, like I keep saying, from reality.
Yeah. I think, yeah, he's, like, his materialism is definitely, like, it seems, and actually I don't even know if he's materialistic, but, like, that's where it can be a problem, is if you're so materialistic, you blow your money and, like, you don't have means to do stuff.
Right.
But I think he was just a dreamer, and he just wanted everything, and he got everything, and, like...
Like, who is it? Is it Chance that isn't signed to a record label?
Yeah.
Yeah, I respect that.
That's so cool.
I respect that. Like, he doesn't, I feel like he doesn't necessarily care about the fame. He just enjoys what he does.
Right,
like,
right.
He knows he's good at what he does, but he's humble about it. And he goes about it in a different way than a lot of people have. Like, he's not signed anything. He does all his own stuff. Like,
he donated all that money. He donated $1 million to the Chicago public school system.
And I was heard it.
That's respect.
That's super cool.
Who was it? So you guys know Monty Bordeaux?
Of course.
Yeah.
So his girlfriend is like...
Great guy.
She's a ASL sign language major.
Oh, very cool. I didn't know that.
And she told me that he actually had a whole concert. He actually had somebody come to the concert and like sign all his songs. And he learned.
That's
he
cool.
learned all.
That's cool.
He learned one of his one
Chance
of his
the Rapper did.
Yeah, one of his songs all in sign language.
Oh, that's cool.
Did you do it on stage?
I don't know. I don't know.
Have you guys ever seen that video of Waka Flocka?
That one's so cool.
The girl's going hard.
That's what I was thinking.
She's dancing and doing silent, like to trap music. It's so funny. I guess that's how. Well, he starts dancing with her or something, doesn't he?
I don't know.
Maybe I'd believe it.
What about you? What are you with fame?
If I could take fame, I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Yeah. Be a lot of benefits with it.
You could brand yourself and make a lot of money through yourself, which is actually a goal of mine through this podcast. But that's not why. That's like the fame isn't the motive behind it, like driving the action.
But you wouldn't reject the fame.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I feel. Like if I get if it happens because like I earned it, so to speak. Like if you just don't let it get to your head, like it'd just be cool.
Yeah.
I've never had it, so I don't know if it'd be good or bad. And I'm a curious person, so like I'm curious what it'd be like. So I'd take it. Why not?
It's a new life experience.
Yeah.
Curiosity. Yeah.
New frame of reference.
Yeah.
I don't know. I get fame. It's a very broad term nowadays.
Yeah.
I mean, because you go see like Tiger Woods, how many DUIs he's gotten, and he just gets brushed his shoulder.
And anything
it's
you
gone.
do that's negative is going to be like everybody's going to hear about it.
But the thing is, like, they forget about it. They do. In certain aspects, like say like a DUI or something like that, they just brush it off. But like I understand what you're saying. Like when Tiger slept with all those women, like that's gonna stick with him.
Yeah. Well, I don't think the legal system like did Tiger Woods like. I don't think they I don't think Tiger got lucky with the legal system. Or, like the legal system did something to him. He's just in a position where like if he gets a DUI, he can. It's not like that's going to financially ruin him.
Yeah, he's paid for lawyers.
Yeah, like he can deal with it. It's not like I don't think he's like getting assaulted or something.
I would say you definitely have. Being famous, you definitely have a little bit more. I mean, money obviously, so you're going to be able to get out of situations like
For lawyers.
Exactly. But I mean,
you think the do you think like the justice system gives benefit of the doubt more to famous people? Because
Absolutely. There's no doubt, dude.
Except for Meek Mill.
yeah.
Meek Mill got done really dirty.
I mean,
I believe. I think.
I feel like it also all depends on your judge or something like that. But I mean, obviously, I mean, you think about it. I mean, if you have money nowadays, I mean, there's a lot of ways to get around stuff. Like, obviously, if you commit murder or you're a drug dealer, like big time drug dealer or something like that, yeah, no, you're gonna be incarcerated. Like,
except for O.J. Simpson.
That's what I was about to say.
Except for O.J.
Yeah, I don't want to get started on that.
I won't.
That guy.
Yeah,
but I don't know if I like. It would take fame. I don't know. Like,
I don't personally. Like, I'm saying with you, I probably wouldn't, because I've heard famous people, they're like, well, because just all the publicity. Like, just imagine being like a Kanye or a Dre or something like that. I mean, it'd be cool, but anytime you go anywhere, there's gonna be cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
And to me,
that would suck.
That would be annoying.
It would just depend what mood I was in. If I was in the mood where I wanted it, it'd be cool. If it was in the mood where I didn't want it, it would be the worst thing ever.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, you go out to clubs
And embracing it for a little bit.
Yeah.
That's just another way to put yourself in negative spotlight.
But but you could make it a positive, like we said, and then use that as a platform to then whatever your like major purpose is in life. Then you can use that platform and that base to then work towards your major purpose.
That's true.
Yeah.
So like if it's like feeding like hungry people, like if you got really famous, you could definitely like be like, hey, just donate like
Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Start living more of like an altruistic lifestyle.
Yeah.
Because you're able
become a great philanthropist.
You know, Bill Gates like probably the right thing would.
It opens a lot of doors. So for that, I think I would take it.
And then you take the good doors.
Yeah.
Like one of the guys I really respect, Bill Gates. He's not giving. Like, I was reading an article, he said he wasn't going to give any of his money to his children. He's going to donate it all after he dies.
I think that's Warren Buffett.
No, look it up.
Then they both think that. That's dope.
Well, I think it's like you have like 1 million or something. It's like if you really want to live off this, you can.
I'll take your word for it, honestly.
What is Bill Gates' net worth, though? Let's see what his net worth is.
It fluctuates because he donates so much.
Well, I mean, like, $90 billion.
Yeah,
it was at 60 a little bit ago.
Jeff Bezos just recently passed him up. He's at 96.
But that just depends on Amazon stock.
You think about that, dude. I mean, you literally have so much money you don't even know what to do with. $90 billion.
Like, don't you think with $90 billion, if you just wanted to make the choice and were okay getting rid of your money, don't you think you could get rid of world poverty and hunger? Like, it would be hard. Like, I know there's, like, more internal, like, problems. Mm-hmm. But don't you think, like, you could probably, like, feed everyone in this world for a while?
Yeah, with $90 billion.
Right.
I mean, but...
You'd think so, but if you can't... If it hasn't been done already, then I feel like...
You know what he should do? He should pay off our debt in the United States. He could do that.
Nah, we're in the trillions.
Yeah, we're in the
trillions. That's right. I'm stupid.
Yeah. I mean...
Oh, you could do a dent, though.
There's a lot of stuff.
You can make a little dent.
But then
to the country.
Anything you're doing, I mean, then you lose out on the opportunity cost of doing something else.
Well, like, if you're famous, I just want you to do something good. Like, I want you to contribute to society. Yeah. I don't want you to be some dumb, stupid fucking rapper. Not saying they're all dumb.
Right.
But don't be... Or anyone. It's like celebrity, someone with sports, acting. Just contribute in some way.
Absolutely.
You know?
I mean, that's with everyone, though.
Don't be... Yeah, but I mean, if you have more money than you can count, I mean...
Like you said, if you had porn money for a second, I was like...
Yeah, porn money.
That's another form of fame, honestly.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that, it was just on trending news on Google, like that porn star that died, August Ames or whatever her name is.
She died?
Yeah, some girl just died. She thinks she committed suicide or something.
No way.
Yeah.
What?
It was some trending, yeah. Yeah,
but back...
AMES.
Yeah.
You were right the first time.
Back to the, like, contribute thing. Like, they're definitely...
See, date of death, just...
No, this was 3 days ago.
3 days ago.
What was the cause?
I think, you mean...
Depression struggles? Okay.
I think she ended up committing suicide.
That's sad. That's really sad.
I mean, honestly, I could go all day about what porn stars contribute to our society. Practically nothing.
Oh yeah, only negative impacts.
They're making bank.
Yeah, they're making bank for.
Honestly, I just want to see that picture.
They literally took the concept of
Oh.
They took the concept of selling sex, or you can put sex on anything and sell it, and they took it literally.
Yeah, I mean,
They literally sold sex.
I mean, you go from
There's a market for it. That's for
you go
fucking
from like
sure.
the 1920s where you can't wear anything above like your ankles to literally wearing practically nothing.
Yeah.
Like I'm scared to have a little girl.
Yeah.
When I'm older.
Yeah. It's like you watch Gatsby, and like everyone back in the day is just dressed so differently.
They're dressed classy. They're dressed good. And now, it's like, what are you wearing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sad. I'm curious where like what drove her to take her own life. Like if it had anything related to porn or anything that was going on in her personal life, or
I bet she realized that like I have no clue, and like I'm not gonna bash on someone's grave. I bet she just kind of thought that like her whole life and life's work is probably not even that much of a positive impact on society.
Yeah.
And
I'd
like
say that.
it maybe drove her to the point of she did what she like. I don't know though.
I feel that because
speculating.
like personally, like I could like just imagine like, oh, what do you do? Oh yeah, I'm a porn star. Like or telling your parents like what your new job is. Personally, like I'm like you said, I'm not gonna bash any of them. That's the way of living, like, whatever.
Yeah.
But personally, I couldn't do that. Like that's just
Yeah.
to me. To me, it's wrong. But
Yeah.
whatever. I mean, to each their own, I guess.
right.
What else we got?
Sorry, I'm not as much of a talkative mood today. I think I don't know, my stomach hurts. I'm just kind of a little out of it right now.
That's why you're the host. You just let us.
You
talk.
can listen.
Today you listen.
Yeah. Well, that's something I've been working on lately. I've been trying to become a better listener, especially with these podcasts. Like, because I know, like, I listen to my old ones, and I've noticed, like, there are times where I just want to get out whatever I have to say, but I'd rather just explore the mind of whoever I'm, like, have on as a guest.
Yeah.
We should do any New Year's resolutions or goals.
Yeah, do you guys have any New Year's resolutions? What are your thoughts on New Year's resolutions as well?
Oh man, well you can go off of like, oh, I'm gonna get in the gym the day after and go pay a certain amount of money on a
Health plan.
health plan or something like that for a week, and then just go back to eating.
Which is dumb
junk.
with the internet. Like with the internet, you don't need to really. You don't really need to buy information out of the internet.
I mean, literally, you just you can go.
You just research it and come up with your plan.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, I was kind of fortunate enough. Like my dad got me a personal trainer when I was in high school, so it was a little bit easier and kind of set me like a base for me of like what I should do,
Right.
and stuff like that. So it was a little bit easier for me. But New Year's resolutions, gosh.
Yeah.
What about you? That's a hard one.
I don't really see the need that, like, when humans define this point in the year as the start of the next year, why that needs to inspire change. Like, why do you need that as your motive to inspire change whenever you can just do it anytime you want. Like,
I agree completely, yeah.
you know,
I understand that.
January 12th, like, today I'm gonna, like, I think you just need, like, if you want to do something, just do it then. Do it in that moment and just keep doing it.
There's never, like, a perfect time to do anything. And when you do something new, because you don't know, you're not comfortable with it. Mm-hmm. So I think people just get uncomfortable not doing something, like, new. So they probably just pick New Year's as, like, because, like, we're just on a calendar year. Like, it makes sense to pick New Year's. But, like, if you want to, like, make a significant change, like,
And
there's never a perfect
change.
time. Yeah, there's never a perfect time. Like, the second you, have that, like, intuition, you should act on it and make it happen in that moment.
Because
like,
then you're dependent.
Yeah.
You're dependent on that timing, and it, like you said, it's never a perfect time to do it. So
Yeah.
if you're dependent on that, then you're just setting yourself up for failure.
Yeah, because it'll never come. If you're truly waiting for a perfect moment to do anything, it'll never be there.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah, nothing's completely perfect.
I think one New Year's resolution everyone should have is just do something you never do. Just
Leave your comfort zone.
leave your comfort zone. That's what I would do.
What does that mean to you?
Oh man,
Skydiving.
Yeah.
Just off the bat,
Yeah.
that's just the one I think of.
That's a must. That's a
skydive.
must.
Or what is base jumping?
Is that
I got
like jumping
skydive
off
first.
I jumping off like
base
cliffs. Like, have you seen
jumping
those people wear like those squirrel suits?
yet. That's a goal of mine for sure.
Like the squirrel. You know what I'm
You
talking
want to
about?
try that?
I mean,
Never
For me to say I want to try that, like, there's so many steps in between squirrel suit and down, like, I can't say that, but, like, eventually, yes, one day.
What is the one?
Cool.
It's not like, let's just go jump out of an airplane. It's like, I die.
What are the ones where you jump off like a bridge and there's like a cord connected to you?
That's what I thought you were referring to.
Is that what it
whenever
is?
you
Those
said
kind of
base
make me
jumping.
cringe sometimes.
Well, I mean, you think about it,
I would do that.
I honestly would rather do that than go skydiving, because skydiving, like, what if you're, like, just think about if your parachute is faulty. I mean, that would
Or if the cord's faulty on that one thing.
I mean, there's always going to be an if.
Yeah, like
Same
the
with
what if,
skydiving,
what
yeah.
if.
factor to it.
Yeah,
I mean, but yeah, definitely do something out of your comfort zone. Like,
I agree.
obviously, I mean, some people do that every day. Probably have like Johnny Knoxville, Steve-O, and those guys.
They live by that idea.
They live by that. But I feel like those guys,
Respect.
I mean, obviously
Those guys are
they're
wild.
obviously they're jackasses for a reason. I mean, but definitely do something that, like, you know, there's a lot of sheltered people in this world. I mean, hell, I was one for a while.
Yeah.
You go and just do something you don't think you do.
Yeah, try and like, see something, like, do something you haven't done, see something from a different perspective, like, just get out of the comfort
Like,
zone.
I'd like to travel somewhere. Like, I'd like to, like, go to Australia or something like that.
Right.
Like, I've never been to
We
Australia.
got the hookup on Australia.
Yeah.
Like, I love animals. I'd love to go see the animals, like, in Australia or, like, Africa. I think that'd be awesome.
Madagascar would be cool.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel
That'd
about
be
Chile.
super
I don't know how I
cool.
feel being on
Chile.
Skinny
on
little.
an island, though. Oh, man.
We're on an island right now, kind of.
Kinda, I mean, but we're talking a lot smaller.
You're right.
Madagascar's tiny.
So you're saying, like, you like to have new life experiences that leave your comfort zone so that you can kind of find yourself more, just kind of like we were saying with the struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah, just find myself. Just kind of like, I don't know, like I was saying, just go out of your comfort zone. I mean, just get out of your routine.
Yeah.
Get out, set something new.
Well, actually, the reason, so that I just have a note card sticking up right there, and it just says adventure. It's not really a decoration. I guess it kind of is a decoration.
Yeah.
But what that means to me is so I was like I think human beings need to find a balance between security and adventure, whatever that is to you. For me, I would prefer more of a life. At this point in life, it's not practical, but I would prefer to be more on the adventure side, like maybe like I don't know, whatever the balance is. Mm-hmm. And so what I've vowed to myself is that I have to do one spontaneous thing per day, whatever that means. Like, even if that's a day full of studying, like I have to go study just another day of working on, putting work in for school. Like, if that means going to a coffee shop or whatever, like escaping the routine.
Like, I think that speaks a lot. I mean, it's just a black Sharpie on a note card, but it speaks a lot.
Yeah.
Because that word adventure, I mean, it's not just some random, it is a powerful word.
Yeah.
I mean, like, for me, like, I don't really like being, like, jammed together. Like, say, go to, like, a crowded restaurant.
Uh-huh.
That'd be something out of my comfort zone. Like, I'm not antisocial by any means, but going and sitting near, like, super close to people.
It's
total
like
strangers.
you said about the island. It's like a minor form of, like, a claustrophobia almost.
Yeah, like, I'll go past a restaurant, like, we're going to dinner with somebody, go to a restaurant, no, it's too crowded, and we'll go somewhere else. And we make plans to go there, and I'm just like, oh, well, I already know that I'm going to have someone literally just a few inches away from me because it's so crowded. I mean,
Right.
I don't know. What about you?
With what? Like, I don't know. Sometimes I don't like being in places that are just too crowded. It's almost like too much is, like, happening in this one area.
Like the gym?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, sometimes with the gym, it's just like, this is just like, there's a lot. Dining hall, sometimes when it's just packed, it's just like, I'm just trying to live and eat right now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just trying to roll out of bed, go get some food. I'm not trying to, like, jump into, like...
Have you guys seen, like, the
You know what I mean?
the
You feel me?
foreign exchange students from China? They'll come and sit right next to you. They don't care.
Yeah, they are very...
That's like their culture though. They'll come up and, like, you don't, which I think is kind of cool.
Wait, what do you mean?
They're very comfortable spatially.
Like, they could you could be at the dining hall, and if there's no spot to sit, I guarantee you 9 times out of 10 they'll come and sit next to you.
Yeah, they would.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
I think
cool.
it's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we're definitely not like that here. It's like, if I don't know you, then
Yeah, it sucks. It's like you're a
don't
potential
talk to me.
enemy.
Yeah.
Almost.
More reserved to strangers.
Yeah.
That's just the cultural norm of what we've
That is
grown
true.
up learning.
Yeah.
I feel that.
It's like that person, like, literally, like, when you left your house and you were to walk somewhere, your parent would always say, like, make sure, like, blah, blah, blah. It's just, like, it's like a natural, like, defense system almost. It's like we just try and, like, make ourselves safe. So, like, we think someone's sitting by us because, like, they could be trying to do something to us.
Well, people don't, like, they tend to avoid discomfort, and that is uncomfortable sitting, like
we said, yeah.
Like, sitting close to somebody.
I was going to go do that the other day, because I was looking around, and I saw this, like, pretty hot girl sitting there alone. And this is it, like, and she's sitting there at a table alone, and there were no other tables, and I was going to think about, like, go up there and just be like, hey, what's up, and, like, sit down with her, but I decided not to because of discomfort. Like, I was like, I don't know, that could go poorly.
That should have been your one thing to get out of your comfort zone.
It should have been.
Then again, it could have been like, hey, maybe that could have been my ex-girlfriend or something. You never know.
True.
You never know.
Opens up a whole new door of opportunities.
Wow.
Yeah, possibilities.
Whole new realm.
That's true.
Whole new realm.
That's crazy.
Into the multiverse.
Yeah. Into the Matrix. I still need to see the Matrix.
Oh,
like,
yeah, we should watch
for all
that.
I was trying to find it on something.
I've never seen the Matrix.
I've never seen it.
I have it on DVD.
I had never seen it until earlier this year, and I would say it's probably my favorite movie because it actually changes the world, the way I think about this world, and I don't
think about this.
It makes you
red
like
pill,
this shit's
pill.
not real, man. I don't believe this is the real.
A simulation or something. Aliens is a good one that follows line with that.
Is it the new one, Resurrection?
No, literally just the concept of, like, aliens.
Aliens.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just, like, there's no way, like, if we just think we're the biggest, like, thing in the world, like...
It's, like, infinite, dude.
That would just... we'd be fools. Like, why? Like, that would just be ignorant completely. For us to think that we're, like...
The only form of
life.
life.
There's no way we're, like, the top form of, like...
But there is that possibility. It's always possible.
There is that possibility, but, like, there's just, like, to me, there's just no way. Like, I literally just read something in a book that was, like... For everything to be placed where it is, and everything like Earth to like the sun, and like all the universes.
Just think about that. Like, go off of that, and then think about how much of the ocean we touch, and how much creatures in the ocean, like on our planet.
Yeah, we don't even know our own planet. Like, there's someone had to like we didn't put it there. Like,
isn't the ocean like more unexplored than?
It's the most unexplored portion of the
Earth.
Like,
Earth,
there's not like it's kind of.
But isn't it more unexplored than like the universe? And, like we know more about space and all that than we do about.
Think about it. Isn't space infinite?
No way. Space
I feel like I've heard that before.
But think about it. Like if space is infinite and we only know what we know, that means automatically you can't be anything that's infinite. And then off that bad, like there's a finite amount of ocean, and we know like a solid amount of it. Like we know something. So like it automatically caps us at a number.
Okay, yeah, true.
If it's infinite, like we can't, nothing can compare. That's the way I look at it.
But. It's crazy to even like wrap your head around the thought of infinity, like
infinite intelligence. You gotta drop
it's scary, though. I mean, you get outside the universe. I mean, you're just black. That scares me. I don't know how people do that. Just go on the.
I got on my bucket list. Like I thought of this one recently. It's got to be like just get out of this
universe.
Or no, that's just lofty. That's lofty. It's probably just like get out of our like what would space be? It's like get out of our ecosystem. It's not ecosystem. It'd be like
just off our planet.
Yeah, but like you know what I mean? Like out of our just get into space. There's a word I'm trying to think of. I can't think of it. I'm just trying to get into space. I'll just leave it at that.
There's no way. I can't just like no.
There'll be commercial things to the moon before we die. And that would be a way for everyone to get out of space.
Would you take it?
Yes.
Like, would you go to another planet to live there? Or would so you're saying like a vacation, kind of?
They just made it seem like you can go up to space, I'd take that as an experience.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Would you guys go there for sure? Like to live on Mars?
It depends the situation. If Earth's about to die, which, like, who knows what we could do to
we got to think of the sustainability and, like, if things can live there. Like, I'm not trying to wear a suit all the time.
Yeah. I mean, if Earth was, like, I don't know how it happened. Maybe we trash it too much. Like, if Earth gets ruined and the only way is to live on Mars is for us to live, then I'd live on Mars.
Supposedly, like...
It's just survival.
Yeah.
The Earth is, like, supposed to be habitable for, like, 4 million people, and we have... Or 4 billion, and we have, what, 7 billion?
I don't know how you could come up with a number on that.
I mean, like feed 4 billion people, and we have 7 billion people.
I was actually talking about this.
We'll theoretically run out of resources at some point.
Yeah.
So we need to find renewable sources of things.
Yeah, what if we start like mining from other That's just not practical to mine from other planets.
What if we started like solar energy and then like got rid of like coal and?
Are you hippie?
That's the dream. That's
Right?
the dream.
I mean, yeah, theoretically, I mean, that'd be a lot smarter. But I mean,
Yep.
coals. I mean, you look at places like China or France, like they're extremely toxic places. Like if you China's like what, number 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
For, like the air quality.
Yeah, I heard you
Good
can't
or bad?
breathe there.
Right.
It's like in the city, like in China, like in the city, it's terrible.
Ugh.
On like one of their like national holiday type days, I read this, so I need to back it, but they said no cars drive downtown for like 2 days just so they could clear the air, so they could like have like a clear night or something.
Wow.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, right. That's probably like why people wear masks from because like they're either used to being in bad air or they've never been in bad air, so like our air seems bad. Like when I see people wear masks around like our campus or like little, breathing.
I mean, like if you think our air's bad, I mean,
Yeah. Then you must have been in a great place before.
I
I don't think it's that
like,
bad.
it's not. I mean,
I have no problem with our air quality.
Yeah, I'm breathing.
What a yeah, that's just so weird to think that they've pretty much enslaved themselves to their air, their oxygen
Yeah.
supply.
That's not good. I don't know.
Yeah.
You wouldn't. I don't know why anyone would want to be enslaved to the air. I agree.
I don't know.
They
you
should
could-
work
they
on-
could
Well, they
fix
obviously
it.
don't want to, but they found that it was worth the cost. And like that's just crazy, and they continue to do it.
Or maybe like one day they'll have the epiphany. I think they already are. They signed the Paris Climate Agreement. I think China's on board.
Really?
China's trying now.
More on board than we are, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to the New
Unfortunately.
Year's resolutions thing. I thought of something. I don't know, something that I personally
Hey,
think
only I can switch up the topics.
No, we didn't switch up the topic. We just
I'm just fucking with you, dude. No, I just want this to be like a hang. I want you to have a good time. So
Yeah, for sure.
That's whatever you want to talk about.
I don't know, kind of something I know where I'm gonna make a difference in society. Because my mom, growing up, I was never opposed to it, but I was like, oh, okay, I'll do it. Something called Challenger Baseball. That's where Mike Matheny, as you guys know, the manager of the Cardinals,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's him. He came up with this thing called Challenger Baseball. It's where kids with special needs go and play baseball, and you go and help them play baseball.
That's awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Like, say, like, if a kid is, like, in a wheelchair, you can, like, help them hit or, like, push them on bases, something like that. Or help someone, like, field a ground ball or throw a ball or something like that. Like, something like that.
I support that. Yeah.
Like, something that, is, like...
So you're saying you personally want to make this kind of impact?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to make, like a good impact, and, like, someone else can feed off of that. And, like, I want to do that. Like, get involved more,
Right.
That's a good way you could positively use fame. Would be if you
Yeah.
have that cause, you can use your fame to steer it towards it, and then
Yeah.
you can touch more people.
I feel that. Yeah, just do something that, like, get yourself involved in the community. Like, something's gonna have a positive impact.
Yeah.
Right.
That, like, wow, I actually feel good about doing that instead of just, like, walking out and I'm like, okay, I did it, I'm done,
Yeah. It's like the whole legacy concept. It's like leave it better than it was before.
Mm-hmm.
So you can think that like with your life, with like you want to make Earth better or something. Like within your family, you want your family to be better.
Mm-hmm.
You can like apply it to like whatever.
It's way more fulfilling.
Yeah, you just want to like leave it better than it was, but you just make it better. Take a step forward.
Nobody can argue with
Progress.
that purpose,
Yeah.
like having that purpose, like what's your purpose in life? Oh, I want to make this world a better place. Nobody's gonna hate on that.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
It's like, hey, do you want to go outside? No, I'm trying to help make the world a better place. I would be like, hell yeah,
But
man. Shit, like,
But
Do that,
there's
please.
always gonna be that one guy like, oh, you fucking pussy.
yeah.
You're a fag.
Yeah. No,
Sorry,
So you really
you can't have too many of those
sorry you
people
can't
around
care
you.
about,
yeah.
about your environment,
Yeah.
your way of life. Like,
Or
come
like
on, dude.
whatever.
Well, speaking of toxic people, do you guys have any like toxic people in your life that you maybe had to cut out at one point or anything
I have
like
this
that?
roommate right here.
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry, Jordan. I gotta kick you out, dude.
you gots to go.
Yeah.
You gots to
gots
go.
I don't know. I feel like everyone always has that toxic person in their life. There's this kid in high school. Well, first off, go with that. I feel like toxic people, you can have a toxic person in your life, and then you see how much they grow, and then they get more involved in your life, Like,
Two ways, yeah.
yeah, there's a two-way street to that, but, I feel like we all have that toxic person. Like, you get involved with, say, like, a girl, and you see that she, like, not even, like, in a relationship, you just see, like, friend, you think it'll turn into something, and you're like, no, you're toxic.
Yeah.
And then
Right.
you want to save yourself from that. Or like this kid I knew in high school, he was a compulsive liar. He was my friend like freshman year of high school, sophomore year of high school. He's the biggest compulsive liar ever.
Damn.
And now he's in the Navy.
Can we get an example of a lie? Just like something insane.
Oh, yeah.
Story time.
I love hearing like impulsive liars.
This isn't
And they make just outlandish claims.
This isn't necessarily like super bad, but like this kid freshman year like wanted to fight me. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna fight you.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna solve it. You fight me, pussy, fight me. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
You can call me pussy all you want. I'm not fighting you.
Well, I think you said he was your best friend.
No. His name's Zach. I don't know, Zach. If you see this, buddy, I'm gonna go fuck.
That's funny.
I don't know. He'd text me or talk to me at school. Oh, let's hang out. I remember this one specific time my grandparents came to pick me up to bring me over to his house. I saw his ass outside of his garage. I was like, oh, dude, I'm pulling up. Called him. Didn't answer. And then just didn't text me back. Like, okay, I'm literally outside your house. But then I ended up going back home.
And you guys had plans to go hang out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like little examples of like that. Like just, I don't
Okay.
know. For me, it's like a compulsive liar. Like, for me, trust. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
Don't
Trust
be a
and
piece of
loyalty.
shit.
Trust and loyalty.
Like, Jordan, don't be a piece of shit, man.
Yeah, I value honesty a lot because you lose all credibility if you like
Second
say one
you lie,
lie.
you get caught on it. Like it's hard to trust
Yeah,
that
it's gonna
person
bite you in
ever
the
again.
ass.
Yeah, it's hard to ever get it back.
You start to question, everything they say, everything they
Yeah.
said before. Like,
Everything.
just say. I just think it's simpler to be honest. Honestly, like, and it might get you in trouble at times, but
Yeah, I mean, and being honest. I mean, what are you gonna lose from that? I mean, yeah, like you said, it might get you in trouble, but I mean, you're gonna get farther than if you lie.
true.
If you lie, it's just one, you're not gonna feel good about yourself because you're like, wow, I just lied, and two, it's just gonna make you feel like a piece of shit. Well, that's kind of
It's gonna affect. Yeah, it's gonna negatively affect your like self-image of yourself. Like,
Right,
Just
yeah.
knowing you lie about whatever, even if it's the whitest lies, like you're not gonna think highly of yourself after like knowing that about yourself.
It's like if you're trying to like grow as a person, like lying's got to be one of the first things. Like you just instantly like if you do it, and then like whenever the situation's done, and you're just like, oh shit, I just lied. Like it's never like a positive. Like fuck yeah, I just lied. You know what I mean? It's always just like, damn, why'd I have to lie there?
Unless you're like a compulsive liar.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it
yeah,
comes
that's
down
what
to
I'm
the
saying,
individual. Yeah. Some
Unless it's
people
a norm
they
to you.
justify it and they find pleasure in lying.
Yeah. Well, that's just like that's some psychopath type, you know.
Well, some people think like that.
Do you think like normal people are just like, I love to lie?
Some.
Really?
No,
I think it's different between like let's say I'm a grade school kid and like I'm trying to just get away with something from a teacher and I lie. Like that's just like being a little shit and like being funny. That's not like
I kind of want to go off that.
like backstab. I don't know. Like some lies like
I think some people feel good about themselves when they lie.
that's weird. That's weird.
They do.
See, that's weird for any of us to like wrap our heads around because like
Some people feel
pretty
good when
honest,
they lie.
genuine. Do what?
I said, yeah, like you said, yes. A lot of people feel good about themselves when they lie.
Because
like-
they got away with it.
No, I mean, I feel like, we've all lied. I mean, no one's perfect, but yeah, I mean, I feel like if you're trying to impress a girl, obviously a lot of guys, bullshit and lie.
A little bit false advertising, kind of oversell their thing. Yeah.
Like for example, like I was gonna bring into that, like drinking. Like you guys have heard like drinking and like the truth comes out when you drink.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. I mean, I definitely feel
You're more open, but like you can
Yeah.
always have a defense system set up where you just
Right.
always say something. Yeah.
because I've had friends say stupid shit to me. I'm like, wow, I know the sober you would never fucking say this.
Yeah.
Well, it's either like what they truly think because they're drunk, or they're so drunk that they can't speak their true mind. So
Yeah.
it's either like let's say like I
Yeah.
just get really drunk and I just like start like bashing you.
Right.
It's either like, and I think I was strong enough like subconscious where like I'd never do that when I'm really drunk. Like it would actually be like more who I am. But like I feel like the two paths with that would be it's either like that's what you believe or like the alcohol is like completely taking control of you that you would say something like that. But
I agree.
I'd like to think do you think you've trained your subconscious pretty well to like even in situations where like it has to be like instinctual and it's not like your mind that like you'll still do the right thing?
When I'm in an intoxicated state of mind.
Sure. Not always, yeah. I mean, shit. I'm still not perfect.
Because my drunken actions are not aligned with my values or any of that. Like,
Right.
There's no rational thinking when you're drunk. You just do whatever you feel like doing. And
Yeah. But don't you think you could train your mind to a certain point where, like...
I feel like you definitely could.
I think you could. I'm not there personally.
Well, because the thing...
Yeah, what value do you place on working out, personally?
I think it's the whole, like, when you're striving to be the best you can be. I know that sounds extremely cliche, but, like, if you're just trying to constantly improve and, like, be the best version of yourself, one aspect of that, like, it could be, like, your work, relationships, blah, blah, blah. One aspect is your health. So part of being as healthy as you can be is getting your body to, like, you want it to be as good. It's a machine. You want it to run as well as it can run. So
Right.
that's, like, the value I put on it. It's just, like, it's a way to help better yourself. It's improvement. It's, if you don't work out, you could be, like, you could just, like, you could have a lot of bad eating habits, maybe eat a lot of, like, crap. And then if you don't work out, like, that will take years off your life.
Mm-hmm.
And probably mentally you won't run as well. And physically you won't run as well.
I definitely feel that.
It adds a lot of confidence knowing you can run fast, lift heavy weights, you know?
Yeah, that too. Yeah, it does, yeah.
Definitely a confidence booster, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree that the benefits, there's so many benefits to working out, whatever your goal is, like, pretty much, I would say working out, the benefits from it could align with pretty much anybody's goals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they're just, the benefits are so great that they just can't be overlooked. See, I think it's something that everybody should put some value on, but
I do, yeah.
obviously I don't know everybody else's situation, but
It's a weird way to, like, kind of... It's like one of those things that's, like... It's like an instrument to show, like, almost like what you're made of, in a way. It's like same way sports can be.
Right.
It's like, you're in this situation, like... Let's say you're, like, 5 years old and, like, for whatever reason, you just know you're going to play basketball for the next 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like, see how far you can go in 10 years. You know what I mean? It's just, like, it's an instrument to, like, see what you're made of. Or, like, and see the type of person you are.
And you can hook it back to what we were talking about earlier with, like, dark times. Like, a lot of people find their therapy in the gym.
right.
Like,
I have a good personal story on that one.
go for it.
All right, so I was fat in high school.
Okay.
And... Like, I went through something, and basically I went through it, and I just started running a lot. And then I got in shape, and it was basically using, like, a dark time and fitness to help me.
That's kind of the same
Yeah,
thing.
it kind of is a distraction. It's a positive distraction.
Yeah.
I'm bettering yourself.
So
And you see the
distraction.
results, and you just want more.
Yeah.
You know? It's kind of like...
Healthy greed.
Yeah, nothing, you know, it's never good enough, you know?
Yeah.
Like you say, bodybuilders and stuff like that, like, they'll be just massive,
too
just
much.
ripped, and they're...
That's just nasty to think of.
Well, you think about it, but they're like, oh, it's not good enough, but they're like only 2% body fat. And I'm like, you can get any more, man, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is all about standards there.
Fitness is kind of standards.
I mean, like, yeah, you got CrossFit, you got strongman, you got powerlifting, you got anything now. You got everything
That's
you can think of. Like strongman. You guys ever seen those videos?
No.
Which ones are those?
Just look it up. Like Brian Shaw. Brian Shaw is 6'8", I think, and like over 400 pounds.
Imagine if LeBron, when he was young, decided he wanted to be a bodybuilder.
6'8", 423 pounds.
Wow.
And it's of, like, not fat.
He's pretty. I mean, he's big, but he's actually pretty. Like look at this dude.
Man.
Like he's just
He could eat
large.
me. Yeah.
Like just imagine, and he's like. I mean, obviously he has a little bit of belly, but I mean, he's really not that fat. He's just a large dude.
Wow, good for him. He seems like he's in shape.
Look at his arms.
Yeah, it seems like the more weight you want to lift, having that nice cut physique isn't the ideal.
Well, I mean,
Lifting
you
heavy.
think
I
you
agree.
you look like a bodybuilder. I mean, obviously he can lift a lot, but I mean, you put him up to next to like a powerlifter or a strongman. I mean, they're gonna look like children. They're just more focused on. I feel like obviously eating on like
Just brute
prime time.
strength.
Yeah, I feel like a good thing to go like with working out. I mean, appropriate strength. You know, like appropriate strength. Like
What do you mean by that?
I mean, do you think about it? I mean, obviously it's a sport in its own, but do you need to, like one of the guys, I think his name is Eddie Strong Hall or something like that. He's a strong man as well. He can deadlift like 1,200 pounds.
Wow.
I was watching a video on it the other day. I was like, I mean, let's be honest. Is your back going to be that great?
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you're older?
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's the sacrifice to be, like, good within your field.
yeah, I mean, like going off the fame thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like we were saying earlier, I mean, obviously it's a different type of fame, but, I mean,
just
you
try and
think
max
about, like, squatting 900 pounds and
Yeah.
how are your joints going to feel
Just
when
hurt your
you're
back.
older. Like,
Right.
just imagine down the line when you're, let's say, even like 60, 70 years old, you're not going to feel that great.
It's an interesting psychology to, like, take those, to sacrifice so much for something you love like that.
Football's
because
a
it's-
great example of it.
Absolutely.
I mean, in the ultimately, yeah, you're going to have that fame, but would you rather have your health or your fame?
And I don't even think, like, sometimes it's not even health or fame. Like, I'm sure J.J. Watt, like, doesn't really... He's just an example, and I don't know what he thinks. But I assume he doesn't necessarily care about fame that much. It's just, like, this is what he does, and he loves it.
He's a genuine guy, though. Like, he's
yeah.
a good guy. Like, a lot of the guys you see, like, someone like Terrell Owens or something like that, I don't really see him in a positive spotlight, you know, when he was playing football. I mean, he was...
Did he do anything bad? Or
Well, I mean, he's just blew his money, now he's bankrupt and all that. Like, I honestly, like you said earlier, it doesn't necessarily define a person, but J.J. Watt is a good example of, like, a genuine person.
Yeah.
That'll take
Definitely.
being genuine over fame.
Yeah. Like, and what I was going with was, like, I feel like he's not, like, sacrificing his health for fame. I think he's a good example of sacrificing a certain aspect of his health for what he loves to do. Like, I think he just, like, it's kind of like, at the younger the age, if you can find what you want to do, like, the better.
Mhm.
I think he just found football, and he's just, like, he realized sacrifice are going to come with it. But then it's, like, to what degree are you willing to sacrifice? Because
Right.
I'm sure if he had a bad spinal injury, he'd quit. And I'd like to hope everyone would.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. I mean, we talk about that in football and how it's affecting the brain and the spine and how it's... I mean, that's a good topic. Anything like, what do you guys think about that? Like, do you think, honestly, that football will be around in the next, let's see, like 20 or 30 years?
20 or 30, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's
loves
losing
football.
popularity.
I mean, it's not even necessarily that America loves football. It's like, it's actually like going to the point of health. Like,
No, you're right, but I think we, as a country, like,
yeah, I mean, like,
we love football. Like,
But-
it's an industry. It'll stay up because people want to play it.
and that's the thing. Like, have you guys seen that movie with Will Smith?
Concussion, I haven't.
That's one movie you guys should. Have you seen it?
I haven't.
I know the
either.
Definitely
premise,
watch
though.
it. Yeah. Like, he was. You obviously know. Like, he was.
Got two movies to watch.
He was trying to find a cure. Like, he found, like, was it necessarily concussion or was it?
Was it CTE?
Yeah.
I am CTE.
Yeah, and haunted.
Yeah, we have a ghost down here.
Yeah.
He was trying to, like, CT, like you said, and I remember one part they were in, like, what tower they have in Seattle or whatever, or is it? No, it's not in Seattle. I'm sorry, it's in Pittsburgh.
Okay, yeah.
And they were looking down, and what is their field called?
Heinz Field.
Heinz Field,
Yeah.
and he was talking about, like, because he really tried to,
Help the problem up.
yeah, and get football taken away, not necessarily taken away, but, like, let people know that, like, it's an epidemic, like, it's
a problem.
It's a problem.
Right.
But and then like our response is, oh, let's just put more padding in the helmet or some shit like that. I mean,
Yeah, so I'd say, like...
more and more people, though. I'm not trying to cut you off. More and more
No, you're
people,
good.
like young, like I know a lot of people, like parents and stuff. They're like, yeah, I'm not gonna let my kid play football. I know personally, like, a few people that aren't gonna let their kids play football. A lot actually, that because of that issue.
I feel like I would let my kid have the option to play football, but I would just present other sports to him too and let him know, like, hey, like, if you want to take this path, there are risks. And it's like, if you want to, I'm a golfer, so, like, if you want to take the path of golf, you really don't, like, those same risks probably are not in this field.
Right.
It's like, but, like, if the kid's heart desires to do something, I'm not going to tell him no.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, and another thing that goes back to it with, like, yeah, it's almost like an ethical problem. It's like, why do we just let these people, like, destroy themselves for whatever? But a funny stat I saw was, it was like an average Sunday night football game TV ratings it had just as many viewers as the largest, and this stat was at the time of LeBron's Cleveland final, so I think that's 2016 finals.
Okay.
It's Game 7's TV ratings, which was the most viewed NBA game ever at the time, was the same as an average Sunday night football game. Like, football rules. Like, it's crazy.
Oh,
the amount of money in football. And there's only, like, 16
crazy.
games. That's what gets me. Like, if they, like, in baseball, if they could get NFL fame in, like, baseball, there's 162 regular season games.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wouldn't even, that's, like, too much money to even think of. If you could, like,
Do you think that's why it
10
has
times
so much popularity per game?
Money,
Because there's a scarcity of games, so that
Well, I think
people
it's
place
that.
higher
Yes,
value.
but it's also the health. Like, if you
Health.
ask a guy to play, like, a 30-game regular season,
There's no
these
way
guys would
anybody
have,
do
like,
it, dude.
4-year careers.
Right, right.
Like-
And you see that each time. Like,
If that.
Their careers
If
are
that.
getting shorter and shorter. Like, I see guys retiring. I'll hear people say, like, yeah, this guy's old. I'm like, oh, how old is he? 32. I'm like,
It's like, that was
Yeah,
an
but
old 10 years ago.
no, he had 8 more years in baseball.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, he played till he's 40.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it really depends on the sport.
yeah,
Exactly.
obviously.
Football.
30 is pretty old for soccer as well, unless you're like a goalie.
In tennis, tennis age is weird. Because I'm pretty sure,
Really?
like, I'm not a tennis expert, but from my understanding of it, like, 31 and 2 would be, like, if I had to guess, like, 37 in football. Like, that's like the
Really?
vibe I get. And then Federer's been, like, killing it at, like, age 34.
Wow.
So, like, I think guys who, if Kobe stayed healthy, god damn it, I think he could have tested time well. I think LeBron's going to test time well. If Tiger, I mean, it's golf, so, like, anyone can test golf well. But then, who would it be? Did I say Tom Brady already?
No.
Tom Brady's making an interesting test on time right now. Because Father Time should be knocking at his door, but he
So
just keeps
let's
going
go
off.
off what you were saying with, like, LeBron and everything, and, like, the ball. LeVar ball, is it?
Uh-huh.
What do you think about that? He thinking he's better than LeBron?
I mean, he doesn't...
That's a joke.
No, it's a joke, and, like, the only reason it's a thing is because people are willing to talk about it. If no one... to me, it's the Donald Trump phenomenon. It was so, like, initially it was so outrageous that, like, people, like, would talk about it. And because people talk about it, it gained fame, popularity, it got a following. Because people wanted to hear, then once he had all the ears pointed at him, he could do what he wanted to do.
I feel that.
I think it was just, like, LeVar Ball just understands, like, if you just say whatever, like, someone's going to listen. So he
Kind of
just
like
talks
that,
a
kind of
lot.
like that fame thing they're going off of.
Get
Yeah.
a reaction.
Yeah.
Like a little chain reaction, he's going to realize, like, oh, I can get famous from doing dumb
Yeah.
shit.
Like,
Saying
so,
I'm better than, like, the all-time best basketball player there is.
yeah, like, no, I mean, we all know he can't beat Michael Jordan. So, like, we don't need...
Right.
Like,
He
the
even
fact
knows
we
it. He
even,
knows
like...
it.
Yeah, he knows it. He won't say it. Like, just the fact that, like... I don't know. It's not like... It's so outrageous that it doesn't deserve any attention at all.
But it'll get attention.
But it'll get
Attention.
attention because that's, like, the world we live in today.
It's like the Kanye line. Like, I'll be worried. Everybody gonna say something. I'd be worried if they say nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was
Life
total
of Pablo.
publicity stunt. Total
Yeah.
publicity stunt.
What, you think this album?
The LeVar Ball.
Oh, of course. But, like, at the same time, did Lonzo not get the number 2 pick? Did the Lakers not trade D'Angelo Russell so he could be the starting point guard? Like, it is working so well. Like, it's at this point, it's just up to, like, what the kids can do. But, like,
Right.
they have it all set up now because of his dad. Like, I respect what he's done for his kids. If his kids are...
Okay, so I want to go for that. I mean, I know that we're not going to get political with this, but I know we have different views, but I don't necessarily respect of how LeVar, or was dad's name LeVar?
LeVar. I don't respect everything he does, but, like...
Well, I just don't respect how he didn't, like, because you know how Trump got him out. We could say he did get him out of China, like, in the prison and
Yeah,
everything.
we think so. That's what he
Yeah.
did.
I just don't really respect how he treated Trump. I know Trump obviously hasn't said all the correct things. I mean, he's had kind of a rough go of it, but I think he should have been paid a little more respect by the dad, by the Ball's brother's dad.
Yeah, I definitely would have said thank you, but, like, if I had to guess, the reason LeVar didn't, like, do it is because the second Trump did it, he demanded his thanks. And it's just like, why do you have to be like that? Like, why do you just need, like, people to be like, oh, like, bow down to him? You know what I mean? Like, to me, Trump was on an ego trip, and LeVar realized that and just didn't want to give it to him because he doesn't like Trump. That's what I saw from it.
Interesting.
I mean, I'd say if my kid got locked up in China for shoplifting and the president had, like, if what happened was Donald Trump talked to the head of China and was like, please release these 3 kids. If I was LeVar Ball, just off the action, I'd be like, thank you so much. Like, that's, like, I'm forever, like, But it's just the fact that like Trump like tries to be like, thank me, like I'm the greatest, like I can do anything.
Even if the president asked me to thank him, I still would anyways, honestly, because I mean, knowing that my kid is safe and not in a foreign country,
yeah, I'd still say thank you ultimately.
Yeah,
so that's my kid.
Maybe he did that for a publicity stunt too.
I mean, yeah, you think about everything's publicity now. I mean, with famous people, I mean, you think about it. I mean, go like what we've been going through this whole time, fame.
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, everyone just wants fame.
Yeah.
I mean,
a lot of people, I don't know. I don't think everyone does.
Not everyone, but majority.
Do we control that desire, or do we get that desire shoved down our throats so much?
I feel like we could control
can.
that. I feel like you control that easily. Not easily, but I feel like you could control that.
But well, I think I poorly worded that. Like maybe
the urge.
Yeah, like that urge, that desire to want fame, is that because fame has been like so
it's just because it's been put on such a high pedestal.
Yeah, it's so publicized.
I think it was learned. Like we're learned to think that fame is great, but like your mind's the one thing you can control like 100%. Like, or not necessarily you can control 100% of your mind. There are no restraints on you controlling your own mind. Like where you live can be restrained from like something, like where you like what school you can go to maybe it was restrained from like your upbringing. Like your mind, you have complete like freedom over it. No one else can like touch it.
Exactly.
So, like the goal would be then to like try and go into your head, and like if you see that like you want fame like too much, or like it's a problem, you just try and control it and be like, okay, this is what I need to do to make myself not obsessed with something that's not even real.
I think we can link that back to like working out and everything. You see how like these Instagram models now and everything, they just want the fame, you know. I mean, obviously they're
money too.
The money,
if it comes
the
with
fame,
money, it makes sense.
They're gonna money.
If it's just fame, it doesn't make sense to me.
Like you'll see somebody that you've never even heard of before, and they're just because of like their status on Instagram, like they're working out or something like that, and they have like 1 million followers, and like the hell, and and then you see that they work out or something like that, and like okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
Right.
Which I mean, I don't fault the people, like workout people, like make the videos or anything, and like people follow them. Like if it's helping people, it's all good. But like, yeah, if someone's just blindly following.
Well, there's one guy I really like. I forget his name.
I have a buddy actually who's kind of doing that.
Same.
Luke Hare, love you, nothing but love. Give him a shout out. I'll drop his link in a comment. Check him out.
But is he?
He's like a fitness guy, and like he like posts stuff.
I do the same thing. Robert hiking. Love you, buddy.
Hell yeah. Gotta show love to the homies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely will always give credit to somebody that's gonna put in time and effort in the gym and stuff like that. I mean,
so you have to respect it. You have to respect it.
Because we all do it. We go to the gym, but we're obviously doing it. Like some people get a little money crazy and stuff like that. You gotta think like I don't know if you guys follow Colin Von Moger. He's Australian. Guy's absolutely ripped. But to a certain, like I like who he is, but I can see that he's a little money crazed.
Really?
I don't know, just things he does. Like I don't know, he has.
Like, he just promote a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he has his own company, which is cool. I mean, obviously he did that, but I mean, to a certain extent.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, he has like 2 Harleys and a Challenger. I mean, but
very materialistic.
Yeah, I would say so. Always dating honeys.
Yeah. You just like can't let it control your head is the thing.
Right.
You can want all the money in the world, but if it's like if you're not doing it, like if you're doing it just to buy cars, I don't know, but like if you realize that like there's more to life than money, then like you're good.
But there is one guy I was about to say earlier that I like. He like because you know a lot of these guys that work out and have these Instagram pages or girls, they have workout plans that you can get, you know.
Right.
Like you were saying, you can go online and do that, but I mean, if you don't really know what you're doing, it'd be good to do. But I feel like some of these people if you're trying to help people, and it's not just about the money for you, don't charge an outrageous amount. Like there's this one guy that literally just charges like 8-week plan for $50. I'm like, that is awesome.
Yeah.
2 months for $50.
Wait, what do you mean an 8-week plan? Like
a workout plan and a diet plan.
People will pay for that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's the thing.
Oh yeah, dude.
I have there's a guy who I went to the gym with him, and so like I've worked out with him before, and he got really into spirituality and like health and everything. And, like, he literally would just be like, I'll create a workout plan for you. But he only does it just because he just wants to spread, like, his knowledge of it. And he'll just be like, I just want $5 just because, like, it'll take my time. And, like, my time's worth something. Like
$5, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's literally just like, I just want, like, a little compensation. But, like, I'm doing this for the cause. He
wants to see people better themselves.
Yeah, definitely. But that's why it conflicts me when, because, like, I love Steph Curry, but, like, it's like when his basketball camps are, like, outrageous prices, it's just like, are you trying to, like, teach kids basketball right now, or are you trying to just money. Yeah, you know what I mean? So, like, sometimes it's, like, hard.
Probably a little bit of both.
Right.
Maybe it started with good intentions, but then they saw how much money they could maximize off it. Or is he charging a shit ton so that only so it's
kids.
more exclusive? Or?
But, like, yeah, that's what I mean. I feel like with I don't know.
Like,
it's just a weird question.
I went to baseball camps growing up. This guy, weird his name, Turtle Thomas is his name.
His real name was Turtle?
I think it was a nickname, I don't know. I don't remember, but it was just like, it would be like,
I hope so.
5 days. He'd charge you like, what was it, like $500-$600 for 5 days.
That's insane.
I'm like,
no.
And the thing was, it wasn't just like a one-on-one thing. It would be like a gym full of kids. It'd be 200 kids or so. And you're like you were saying with the Steph Curry thing, like, is it really, are you trying to make us better, or are you just really trying to make money?
Yeah.
Like, are you just trying to publicize what you're doing?
Using your platform for money instead of, like, to help.
Because obviously with all those kids, you're only going to be limited to what you can actually do, as opposed to, like, going one-on-one with someone, you know?
Yeah. One of my, like, weirdest case study that, like, would be with the whole Trump University. It's like, are you trying to share knowledge on real estate, or are you trying to make money? It's just like, it's just a question.
Yeah. Understandable.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Which one? The
Working out, Curry, anything.
Curry.
I think it's about the value you place on it, and I don't know, maybe you could turn around and do good with that money.
Right, for sure. I feel that.
The classical mindset of, like, I spend the money better than someone else spends the money. Like,
yeah.
I know how to, like, I know what to spend it on.
Oh, who says that?
Jordan Belfort says it.
Yeah.
He's coming down here, I think, soon.
Jordan Belfort?
Yeah.
He's coming to Springfield, Missouri.
Yeah.
To talk about, like, selling strategies.
Something like that. He's coming down here or something.
If it's affordable, I'd go.
And if it doesn't sell within, like, 5 minutes.
Yeah, that'd be super ironic if he like, charges, like, $600 for this.
For an hour session, yeah. It's just like, what are you doing, Jordan?
Well, it's like, with the same thing with that, like, obviously he made a ton of money from tax evasion and fraud and all that. Went to jail for, what, like 6 months or something. Comes back out, still makes money.
He's given all the money. It's crazy. Like, I think he's figured out how much money, like, he ripped off, and I think he's. I'm gonna double check it because I need to, because I don't want to, like, be publicizing someone, like, that's not good. But I think he's given back all the money he's taken. Like, I think he's, like, actually kind of come out of it like another man.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Unlike Bernie Madoff.
Well, he's never getting out of jail.
Oh no, he's a what? Like,
who is that?
Look him up. He's I think biggest
huge
tax
Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, biggest Ponzi scheme I think ever.
He was like a billionaire. People just give him money because they thought he was like, it'd be like if Warren Buffett was fake.
Just look at his picture. He's an ugly dude. Look at this motherfucker.
He's got the flow though.
Dude,
he's a scumbag.
He's a piece of shit.
He's a bad person.
Like, he literally is.
He just ripped people. He just took people's money. Like, and
let's see. Look how much he ripped people off for. Like, what would he like?
Scam. Bernie Madoff scam.
Bernie Madoff scam.
Type in scam.
He's 79 years old,
and he will be there for the
remainder of his life.
Oh, there's a movie about him.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's on HBO.
Funny thing is, like, if you guys ever see his jail cell, he is in like a
nice one,
like a high class prison.
Oh,
because,
no way.
Yeah, he's not in like a super bad like high security like federal prison. Like, he's in a federal prison, but like one that you're gonna get butt slammed or something like that.
Right.
I always thought that, like, the whole point of jail is, like, everyone just gets thrown in the same one, so, like, you can't really, like, discriminate. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even that's crazy. Like, let's say hypothetically, like, someone gets prejudiced and put in jail on like a prejudice base.
Mm-hmm.
Then within that, like, after being judged prejudicially and gotten guilty there, then, like, because of prejudice, put in a worse jail. Like, that would just be like the lowest of low. Like, you know what I mean?
Kinda.
Like, I want to do, like, a specific example would be, like, let's say, let's say a black man, like, gets falsely, like, whatever, like, he gets, like, convicted of something he didn't do, and, like, it was, like, racial, maybe motivated to get him guilty.
Okay.
Then, like, from that point, he doesn't even go to the same jail everyone else goes. He even then goes to, like, a worse jail. And, like, you know what I mean?
I wonder if it does work like that.
Well, it might, like, if Madoff can pay to be in a better jail, if Jordan Belfort apparently paid to be in a better jail somehow.
Let's see.
Right.
So, 150 years imprisonment. Let's see. Let's go to Wikipedia because you can always trust Wikipedia.
Yep.
Let's see. Criminal penalty: $17.179 billion.
Isn't that insane?
Wow.
For 150 years imprisonment, and
that was just his forfeiture. Who knows how much he made?
Yeah.
How did he not get caught earlier?
Right. That's how I was. I was just like, he got too big.
As sad as it is to say, this motherfucker right here is super. Like, I mean, as hard as to say, obviously he was pretty smart.
Oh, absolutely,
I mean,
absolutely.
He was the chairman of the NASDAQ?
Yeah.
How did he get... Whoa, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
What's NASDAQ?
It's a stock exchange.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's too much power for
let's see.
man.
Type in Bernie Madoff's prison cell. Because it's not, like, he's definitely not in, like, high security. Look at this.
Is he chilling?
Like, he just chills, like, he's not, like, where everyone else is. Like, he's, like, secluded, like, read books and everything. Anywhere else, dude, like, go to an actual prison. Oh, this guy right here.
Who's that?
Romani. Yeah, I'll show you this guy.
What was his name? Romani?
No, here, delete that real quick. Just delete Bernie Madoff. And enter. Where is he? Let's see if I can find him. I don't know if I'll be able to find him, but there's a good old buddy right there.
Related. That's a bad
This guy,
association.
Alan Stanford. He's another fraudster. And that picture I just showed you, this picture, an inmate obviously beat the living you-know-what out of him.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, he looks fucked up.
Oh,
yeah, he's fucked up. That's crazy.
I don't know, like...
Joe would not be a fun
I don't know how you're kind of, like, smirking when you stolen so much from somebody.
Yeah. He just looks like a scum.
Oh, that's exactly what he is. I mean, like... Just, like, going off the fame thing, man. Like, if you get so money crazed and so power hungry and all that, like...
It's bad. It's bad. It can corrupt.
I mean, Bernie Madoff, him, Charles Ponzi, I mean, like, think of guys like that with fame. I mean, like, yeah, there's obviously different types of fame. I mean, obviously that's going to be one of the shittiest forms.
It's kind of interesting they're able to justify it themselves, too.
Oh, yeah.
For personal gain.
Like, I wouldn't be able to live with myself. Like, whenever I had the actual moment of, like, what I just did, I would, like... I mean, that's probably one of those extreme instances where, like...
Yeah.
I just would not be able to live with myself if I ripped that many people off and I realized it.
Oh, no way, yeah. No way, man.
Yeah.
Stealing billions of dollars from people.
Yeah.
And being able to live with myself.
No way.
There's not even a possibility.
You guys want to call it quits on this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
Cool. I'm getting, like, super hungry.
Oh, yeah,
thinking about
pretty
making
hungry,
eggs.
too. You're making eggs?
Yeah.
Respect.
It's the move.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for watching. Appreciate your time. Do you guys have any last words or anything?
Thanks for having me, man. That was awesome.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, dude. Thanks for coming on.
Jordan, always a
Yeah.
pleasure. Good conversation right there.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
No way, the camera just died, too.
That's perfect.
That's crazy.